on the day of her wedding. As she knelt to her parents with deep reverence, her mother's portrait suddenly fell, hitting her squarely on the head. But miraculously, the hearing she had lost for years returned in that instant. She was so overwhelmed she nearly cried, eager to tell her husband about the miracle. But as she approached the door, she heard breathless moans from inside. She froze in place, and then heard the man's cold and scornful voice, saying she was nothing but a deaf woman, that he only cared for her to gain control of her shares. Those cruel words left her completely stunned. She never imagined the sweet-talking man she married would betray her on their wedding day, and even plot to steal her inheritance. Just then the man heard a noise outside. He rushed out pretending to be worried, asking if she was hurt. Then a familiar figure stepped out from the room. It was her most trusted best friend. She never expected it was all a setup, but she held back her anger and pretended she still couldn't hear anything. Little did they know, this move would reveal the family's true colors. Even the mother-in-law looked down on her, treating her like a burden dragging her son down. So to stop their evil plan, she secretly changed the share transfer agreement, donating all her husband's shares to a welfare home. The man turned pale on the spot, demanding to know why she broke her promise. She gave a cold smile, saying with all the enemies he made climbing the ladder, he might as well earn some karma. The man swallowed his rage and dared not explode, unaware that her real counterattack was just beginning. On their wedding night, she dreamed of her dead parents and best friend choking her. She woke up to find her husband wasn't in bed, and heard moans coming from the next room. Her heart dropped. She opened the door, and saw him on top of her best friend. She quietly took a photo with her phone. The flash startled the friend, who rushed out to check, but found no one outside. Still uneasy, she went to check the woman's room. The man claimed she had taken medicine and was sound asleep, but the friend was suspicious, and secretly checked her phone, unaware the woman had already backed up the photo. After searching thoroughly, they relaxed and resumed their act. The next day, the friend gave her the usual medicine, but the woman had realized something was wrong with it, so she hinted that the medicine had never worked. Asking if something went wrong, the friend panicked and denied it, saying the formula came from a famous doctor the man had hired, and urged her to drink it quickly. The woman then spilled the medicine on her on purpose, and used the moment to mock how some maids crossed the line, even rubbing an old scar on her body. The friend exploded with anger, and ran to complain to the man, pressuring him to secure the shares soon, or she wouldn't last. The man soothed her with words and touch, saying he too had suspicions, and planned to test if the woman could really hear again. But he didn't know. She saw and heard everything from outside the door. Realizing danger was near, she decided to call her brother back, and began to execute her real plan. She then deliberately signed the transfer papers, to ease the man's doubts, but when he later announced at the company meeting that he was ready to take over the shares, at that moment, her brother appeared.